Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Forget Kevin Costner's replacement. Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spinoff already has John Dutton's best successor. As production falls into place for Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spinoff, there's a buzz that it's casting a replacement for Kevin Costner's character, but the Lovebird story already has John Dutton's true successor. Puck's What I'm Hearing newsletter reports Yellowstone's offshoot is looking for someone like Costner to join Kelly Reilly and Cole Hauser, who will reprise Beth and Rip, respectively. The report also confirmed that production would be underway this summer, likely building on Beth and Rip's Yellowstone Season 5 ending. A pattern guides Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone characters, and replacing Kevin Costner's patriarch maintains it. Yellowstone and its prequels have older, wiser figures to guide the younger generation, with Beth and Spencer Dutton, Brandon Sklenar, sharing the spotlight with characters played by tested stars like Costner and Harrison Ford, who plays Jacob Dutton in 1923. While it will be interesting to see John Dutton's replacement, Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spinoff should prioritize its existing characters to build on Sheridan's legacy of Yellowstone's character-driven ensemble. Following Taylor Sheridan's formula, Carter, Finn Little, could come to the forefront as John Dutton's successor in Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spinoff. Carter has wanted to be like John Dutton since Yellowstone Season 4, and making his role in the spinoff more robust could focus on Carter as the younger character and Beth and Rip as the sturdy Yellowstone power couple. While the delayed timeline for Yellowstone Season 5 changed Carter's story as Beth and Rip's ersatz son, the couple's spinoff could embrace that, leaning into Carter as the older and wiser character he's become. Yellowstone Season 4, Episode 6, I Want to Be Him, ends with Carter's proclamation. After Rip fights Lloyd, Forey J. Smith, everyone directly involved walks away from the confrontation upset, with John Dutton walking up the hillside. The episode ends when Carter tells Jake Reams that he knows what he wants to be when he grows up, saying, "I want to be him," referring to John. The Yellowstone franchise puts weight on the memorable moment, making it the chapter's title. Therefore, Yellowstone has already set Carter into motion as the perfect replacement for what John Dutton was to the franchise. It makes sense to highlight Carter in Beth and Rip's story because he was supposed to be a major part of their lives, and Yellowstone's spinoff can lean into that. Finn Little was just a kid when he joined the franchise, but Carter's performance in Yellowstone Season 5, albeit limited, proved that Carter's charm has evolved with age, not plateaued as Tate's, Breckin Merrill, sometimes did. While he doesn't have the same draw as a more tested actor, Little could continue in the Yellowstone story as Carter for quite some time, succeeding John's presence in the Yellowstone franchise rather than replacing it. Carter met John Dutton during his formative years, allowing him to study Dutton's wisdom from up close. The same is true for Rip, but Cole Hauser's character was more like a son to John, whereas Taylor Sheridan could make Carter more like John himself. In Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spinoff, Wheeler may build a ranching empire. Carter could stand to inherit that, making him even more like John. Unlike Tate, who didn't know if he wanted to run the ranch, Carter wholly commits to the lifestyle in Yellowstone Season 4 when he vows to be like John, proving he could succeed him. While Carter would appear in Beth and Rip's Yellowstone show, in theory, there's no official word about whether Finn Little has joined the cast. The most obvious reason to believe that Carter would join Beth and Rip in their spinoff is that he appears alongside the couple at their ranch in Dillon, Montana, in the character's epilogue in Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 14, Life is a Promise. Probably knowing he would continue Yellowstone with Beth and Rip's story, Taylor Sheridan had the opportunity to write Carter out of the couple's next chapter, and he didn't take it. Finn Little appeared in Taylor Sheridan's Those Who Wish Me Dead alongside Angelina Jolie before his Yellowstone debut, so he has a track record of reappearing in Sheridan's works. Little is also actively supporting the Yellowstone franchise, highlighted in an Instagram post showing a gorgeous behind-the-scenes photo of Little and Costner in Montana's beautiful atmospheric mountains. Still, while Carter is a great character and can appear alongside Beth and Rip regardless, Sheridan likely wants someone with more star power to draw interest in Riley and Hauser's show, since it doesn't have Costner to compel viewers to tune in. Let's be honest, trying to replace Kevin Costner's John Dutton is like trying to lasso a tornado. The stoic grit, the slow burn intensity, and the commanding presence Costner brought to Yellowstone wasn't just central to the story. It was the story. So when talk began to swirl around his exit and the inevitable arrival of a new leading man, fans naturally panicked. Would it be Matthew McConaughey, some new grizzled cowboy with a haunted past? Could anyone really fill those Dutton boots? Here's the truth. Maybe they don't have to. Because if Paramount knows what it's doing, and sometimes it does, brilliantly, it won't waste its time trying to find a carbon copy of John Dutton. The legacy of Yellowstone doesn't need a replacement. It needs a continuation . And that continuation, it's not coming from some rugged newcomer. It's already in the blood-soaked soil of the ranch, wrapped in whiskey, fire, and loyalty. It's Rip and Beth. Specifically, the next true heir to John Dutton's legacy is Beth Dutton, and the Yellowstone spinoff centering around her and Rip is all the proof we need. Hashtag Beth Dutton, the reluctant empire builder. Beth has always been a paradox. She's as volatile as a bottle of nitroglycerin and twice as deadly. But beneath the ferocity and barbed insults is a mind as sharp as a Bowie knife and a heart welded to the land. Over the course of the series, we've seen her navigate Wall Street boardrooms with more ease than cattle auctions, demolish enemies with icy glares, and, most importantly, protect her family and the Yellowstone Ranch at all costs. John Dutton might be the patriarch, but Beth is the enforcer, the strategist, and arguably the most ruthless protector of the Dutton legacy. Her scars, both emotional and physical, tell a story of sacrifice that rivals her father's, and in many ways, her journey is more compelling. She didn't ask to be an heir. She was forged into one. The spinoff gives her the stage she deserves, not just as a supporting firestorm, but as the pillar around which the future of the Dutton Empire will be built. Hashtag Rip Wheeler, the loyal enforcer turned patriarch. Rip has always been John Dutton's most trusted ally. He didn't come from Dutton blood, but he might as well have. Loyal to a fault, willing to kill for the brand, and haunted by a childhood soaked in trauma, Rip is the kind of man who leads not by words, but by action. If Beth is the wildfire, Rip is the steady hand guiding it across the prairie. Together, Beth and Rip aren't just a power couple, they're a force of nature. Now imagine a series where these two are no longer just orbiting around John Dutton's gravitational pull. With him gone, or at least off the chessboard, they're left to shape the ranch and the future in their image. That's not a spin-off. That's a sequel . Hashtag a different kind of Dutton rule. Unlike John, who often grappled with balancing justice and tradition, Beth has no illusions. She's already burned bridges, manipulated systems, and scorched the earth when it suited her purpose. But now, she's no longer just defending the ranch, she's shaping it. In this new chapter, we could see Beth trying to manage the ranch not just as a symbol of legacy, but as an empire. Will she try to modernize the operation? Will she clash with the old guard, the cowboys, the bunkhouse crew, who believe in the ways John upheld? How will she handle the politics of land, government, and the ever-creeping claws of developers and corporations? Meanwhile, Rip, who's always been content to ride the fences and protect what's his, may find himself pushed into the spotlight as a leader, something he never wanted. His evolution from enforcer to patriarch offers rich storytelling potential. Watching Rip grapple with leadership, loss, and legacy will make for some of the most grounded and emotionally resonant storytelling Yellowstone has ever offered. ###, the Dutton hair we didn't expect, but always needed. John Dutton was never supposed to last forever. His era was about preserving a way of life that was already fading. Beth, however, understands that evolution is survival. She doesn't want to protect the past, she wants to weaponize it. Where John fought with honor and tradition, Beth fights with intelligence and audacity. She's the daughter of the old world, but the architect of a new one. And while she may never sit on a horse the way her father did, or carry the same moral compass, her loyalty to the land and the family is just as fierce, if not more so. In this new spin-off, Beth Dutton isn't just a central character. She's the cornerstone of the future. ###, a spin-off with teeth. Let's be real, this isn't going to be a gentle transition into a bucolic wrenching drama. The Beth and Rip-led Yellowstone spin-off promises blood, betrayal, and big swings. Think Succession on horseback, with more whiskey and fewer corporate press releases.